Last but not least, share a little bit. Your name is?
Anna.
Anna.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like most things in my life, I overthink the whole naming process. In general, like, every pet I had went through, like, 12 different names because I could never, like, being obsessed with, like, God, like, what is, like, the essence and how do you, like, my rabbit was, like, Bilbo and Okefenokee and Turfly and, like, again, on and on and on. And for me, too, I went through that where I'm like, Anna was, I kind of like it now. I think I like the sound, but there's definitely been times, or even on and off recently, where it just seems kind of not special enough, or not, or not unique enough, or not, like, setting me apart, but the thought of changing my name has always seemed kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it would have to come through, like, some sort of spiritual journey. Like, I could never just go and say, like, I don't know, Isabel, why not, or something like that, because it would be strange. And just over the years, there's just been, like, I've just always been thinking about names and naming, and, like, I tried to get my family to call me Annie or Ann or anything, like Anna Lynn, which is my middle name. Like, I actually went to college and got everybody to call me Anna Lynn, and until I found out that was, like, a Southern thing, and everybody was really confused.
Anna Lynn!
And I was like, oh, well, I mean, I moved from Georgia when I was 3, so that's kind of inappropriate. So it was like, that was a whole thing, and it's funny because I often wish for a unique name, but then I hear stories about, like, how do you spell it, how do you pronounce it, where it's like, God, people seem to be really annoyed by that. Like, maybe I wouldn't like that. Maybe I'm kind of blessed that it's, like, Anna. and then there's all these, like, pros and cons, like, because, no, I'm serious, like,
Yep.
I run into another Anna, and there's, like, an immediate connection, like, having somebody who has the same birthday, it's, like, to some extent, it's like, oh, your name is Anna, my name is Anna, we're probably best friends.
Yeah, there you go.
Even if I never see them again, it's like, oh, cool.
There's a connection.
But yeah, also the kind of irritating piece of, like, in my friend group in high school, there was a Hannah, an Anna, an Anna, and maybe another kind of, like, Amanda, or, like, there was, and everybody, it was, like, around the lunch table, it was constantly like, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh. And so it was, like, this whole shebang, and then I guess my name came from my grandmother, on my dad's side, who was German. I think she was Anna Smith. Coming from Germany, I think it was Anna Schmidt to begin with, and then they made it sound more American. And so, yeah, I think it was actually my sister, who's 7 years older than me, who was like, let's name her Anne. And my dad was like, well, why not make it Anna, because then it has some sort of connection, to the family. And my mom was like, okay, cool. And then Lynn was my grandmother's name, and she was, like, a total narcissist, so she, like, always, like, we were clearing out the house, and I found these cards where it was, like, she wrote this, like, card to my brother. It was like, I love you, I'm so proud of you, you're such a... And then, like, she wrote in my card, like, I love you, especially your name. And it was like, yeah, thanks, Greg. And, and then and I hated that, and it would annoy me so much. And she even wrote it on my stocking. She made one for my brother Michael, one for my sister Jessica, and then she wrote Anna Lynn on mine. I'm like, you are so conceited.
Oh my gosh.
And then I started to really like that, and I just, like, was all over the map with it, and, like, wanted to maybe, like, go by Lynn, or I don't know. I just wanted something, like, interesting, and on, and I remember thinking, like, oh God, like, I can never get married because Anna Lynn McKee just has a ring to it,
It does. It does has a ring. Yeah, I named my children that way too.
Yeah. And I'm like, I couldn't be Anna McKee something. That just sounds weird. And I don't know. And then I was always a little bitter because my other grandmother was named Genevieve, and I'm like, I could have been Genevieve, man.
Yeah. yes.
But then it occurred to me that I actually like sat next to a Genevieve, and she went by Jenny, and everybody's named Jenny too. So it's just like, I'm like, why would you choose Jenny? Okay, I don't know.
Can't get away from it.
It's just like me and names have like, you know, just a long, long history of, I have no idea, and I probably will never like settle on whether or not I want to be called Anna or like Shashina Shawnashu or something like that. That's crazy. So.
It's still evolving, in other words.
Indeed.
Yes. And I thought it was interesting too that we had all of our names ending in the sound. Misha, Hannah, Anna, Amanda, who's not here today, Sandra. Yeah.